And we're back to learning Affinity in the year day 69. Let me show you how you can use the spiral tool. It should be one of the last tools right here in the toolbox. When you left click drag, you already noticed that width and height is locked by default. So you're gonna get a 1:1 aspect ratio. If you want to transform it, just use the selection tool and do it afterwards, or type it in down here in the transform menu. But by default, again, width and height will have the same value. Let me start with a spiral that has the aspect ratio of 1:1. The color of it is determined by the stroke color, so don't add a fill, it's going to give you this effect. Usually you don't want that. If you want to change the color, change it under stroke, and change the thickness of it under stroke weight. Default style is linear, but if you hover over the others, you can already see there are a couple to choose from. Then we've got this option right here that makes the corners basically 90 degrees, but that's only the case because the arc angle is 90 degrees, so you can adjust that. But by default, you're going to get these squares. You can add some turns, and if you adjust the first value for the arc angle, you're going to adjust the inner, and for the outer, you can see this is much bigger impact. Then you have an inner radius, and this is more to create the density of your spiral. Let's get back to style, because if you use different styles, you're going to get different parameters to adjust. For example, here for the decaying, we get a minimum radius now and a decay. For plotted, you get divisions on top. So depending on the style, you can adjust more or less. If I remember correctly, Fibonacci has only 2 parameters right here for the turns and the angle. But usually if you think about a spiral, linear is what you need, and then use the parameters to adjust it like I've shown you here. And this I can use the spiral tool in Affinity. I hope this video was helpful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.